Hello students, I hope you are fine, safe and refreshed. May God continue to bless you to be safe and protected. Dear students, in the previous video we discussed classification of matter from chapter 4. In this video session, we shall discuss a few more topics in this chapter, that are properties of solids, liquids and gases. Comparison of properties of solids, liquids and gases. Let's begin the topic. Now we shall discuss about properties of solids. First property, solids have a definite shape and a definite volume. Solids have a definite shape. As we know, all the solids have a definite shape. For example, the shape of a coin is round. The shape of a blackboard is rectangle. Why do solids have a definite shape? It is because in solids, the positions of molecules are fixed. There is a force of attraction between the molecules. Therefore, they cannot change their positions. Due to this, solids have a definite shape. Solids cannot change their shape by themselves at room temperature, but they can change their shape in the following two ways. When the temperature is increased, when an external force is applied. Let me explain this with examples. Take an iron wire of length 5 cm. The length of iron wire remains same at room temperature. But when you heat the iron wire, it expands. There is a change in shape. This shows that solids can change their shape when the temperature is increased. Next, solids can change their shape when an external force is applied. For example, when you apply force on rubber band, it expands. When we stop applying force, it comes back to its original position. This shows that solids can change their shape when an external force is applied. We can also change the shape of dove, change the shape of an apple by cutting it, change the shape of a stick by breaking it, change the shape of a cookie by crumbling it. These examples indicate that solids can change their shape when an external force is applied. Next, solids have a definite volume. What is volume? The space occupied by an object is called volume. All the solids have a definite volume. For example, a flower vase takes same space when it is kept on a table or a stool or anywhere in the room. This shows that solids have a definite volume. Second property, solids are incompressible. In solids, molecules are closely packed. There is no space between the molecules. Due to this, solids cannot be compressed. But to a small extent, solid expands on being heated and contracts on being cooled. Third property, solids have a high density. What is density? Amount of matter content per unit volume is called density. In solids, molecules are very close to one another. Due to this, solids possess a very high density. Fourth property, solids do not diffuse. What is diffusion? The intermixing of molecules of different substances on their own is called diffusion. The intermixing of molecules of different substances on their own is called diffusion. In solids, it is not possible. It is because the molecules are tightly packed. There is a strong force of attraction between the molecules. Due to this strong force of attraction, the molecules do not leave their fixed position to move away from one another. Therefore, solids do not diffuse. Now we shall discuss about properties of liquids. First property, liquids do not have a definite shape but a definite volume. Liquids do not have a definite shape. It is because in liquids, molecules are loosely packed. This allows the molecules to move freely. They are free to move around and slide, slip and glide over one another. Due to this, liquids do not have a definite shape, but it takes the shape of the container in which they are put. For example, if you take 1 liter in a bottle, it takes the shape of the bottle. If it is poured into the pot, it takes the shape of the pot. If it is poured into the bucket, it takes the shape of the bucket. This clearly shows that liquids do not have a definite shape, but it takes the shape of the container in which they are put. Liquids have a definite volume. Though liquids do not have a definite shape, they take up a definite amount of space in a container. Hence, they have a definite volume. It is because there is a weak force of attraction between the molecules of liquids. This does not allow the molecules to move freely out of the liquids. It allows the molecules to move within the liquid. Due to this, liquids have a definite volume. Now we shall discuss that liquids have a definite volume but not definite shape. Look at the figure. 200 milliliter water is poured into flat bottom flask as shown in figure A. This water is poured into the conical flask as shown in figure B. Again, this water is poured into the beaker as shown in figure C. We observe that the volume of water in all the three containers is the same, that is 200 milliliter. But each time water takes the shape of the container into which it is poured. This proves that liquids do not have a definite shape of their own, but they have a definite volume. Second property, liquids have a tendency to flow, that is known as fluidity. A liquid generally flows. It is because there is a weak force of attraction between the molecules of water. Due to this weak force of attraction, the molecules of liquids are able to slide, slip and glide over one another. Therefore, liquids have a tendency to flow. Next property, liquids cannot be compressed much. As we know, in liquids, molecules are loosely packed. There is a small space between the molecules. Due to this intermolecular space, liquids can be compressed a little. Fourth property, liquids have less density as compared to solids. As we know, intermolecular space is more than solids. Therefore, liquids have less density as compared to solids. Fifth, liquids can diffuse. What is diffusion? The intermixing of molecules of different substances on their own is called diffusion. Due to the weak intermolecular force of attraction, the molecules of liquids can diffuse and mix with another liquid. For example, if you drop a little bit of ink into a beaker of water, the ink will slowly spread through the water. Now we shall discuss about properties of gases. First property, gases have neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. In gases, intermolecular space is maximum and intermolecular force of attraction is negligible. Therefore, the molecules move freely all around and fill the entire space available to them. Therefore, gases have neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. But gases take the shape and volume of the container they occupy. For example, when gas is filled in the balloon, it takes the shape of the balloon and it has volume. Second property, gases have maximum fluidity or capacity to flow. As we know, the molecules of gases move freely all around. Therefore, they can flow easily. Third property, gases are highly compressible. There is a lot of space between the molecules of gases. Therefore, they can be compressed easily. For example, LPG. LPG is liquefied petroleum gas. It is used to cook food. CNG, compressed natural gas. It is used in automobiles as a fuel. A large amount of LPG and CNG are compressed and put inside a small cylinder for our use. They indicate that gases are compressed easily. Here we have three syringes. The first is filled with gas, second is filled with water, and the third is filled with solid materials. Each syringe is closed with a cap. Let's do the activity. Push the piston into the syringe. It moves easily. This clearly shows that gases can be compressed easily. Let's take the syringe which is filled with water. Push the piston into the syringe. It moves very slightly. That means water can be compressed slightly. Let's take the syringe which is filled with solid materials. Push the piston into the syringe. It is not moving. That means solids cannot be compressed. This activity clearly proves that solids are incompressible, liquids are slightly compressible, gases are highly compressible. Fourth property, gases have a very low density. Intermolecular space is very large in gases. Therefore, they have a very low density. Fifth property, gases diffuse very rapidly. As we know, the molecules of gases move freely and quickly in all directions. As a result of this random motion, the molecules of one gas move into the space between the molecules of another gas. For example, when we open a bottle of perfume in one corner of room, its fragrance will spread in the entire room. In the same way, when we light an incense stick in one corner of room, its fragrance spreads throughout the room. These two examples show that gases diffuse very rapidly. Sixth property, gases in a closed container exert uniform pressure on the walls of container. Let's take a balloon filled with gases. As we know, molecules of gases move freely randomly in all directions. These moving molecules collide with each other and also hits the walls of the container. When the molecules hit the walls of the container, they cause pressure. When the molecules hit the walls of the container, they cause pressure. When more molecules hit the walls of the container, the higher the pressure. This is why the pressure in a balloon goes up when it is filled with more air. The pressure in a balloon goes up when it is filled with more air. Sometimes the balloon bursts. It is because when the pressure gets so high, the balloon bursts. Now we shall discuss the comparison of properties of solids, liquids and gases. First property, shape. Solids have a definite shape. Liquids have no definite shape, but they take the shape of the container in which they are kept. Gases have no definite shape, but they take the shape of the container in which they are kept. Next property, volume. Solids have a definite volume, liquids have a definite volume, gases have no definite volume, but they take the volume of the container in which they are kept. Compressibility. Solids are not compressible. Liquids are slightly compressible because there is a small space between the molecules. Gases are highly compressible because there is a lot of space between the molecules. Fourth property, fluidity. Solids cannot flow, liquids can flow, gases can flow in all directions. Diffusion. Solids do not diffuse because the positions of molecules are fixed. Liquids can diffuse slowly. There is a weak intermolecular force of attraction. Therefore, liquids diffuse slowly. Gases diffuse very fast. Density. Solids have high density. Liquids have less density. Gases have very low density. Dear students, we have discussed the following topics: properties of solids, liquids and gases, comparison of properties of solids, liquids and gases. Dear students, go through these topics and learn them thoroughly. Thank you.